My name is Joel, and I don't represent any organization. I'm just independent and supporting my local police department. Everyone needs to support the police. I mean, this is a real tough job. Someone has to do it. You know, it's not, especially around this time, it's a lot of, you know, bad things going around, negativity, you know, not just in New York State, but everyone needs to come together and just become one family and help each other out, whether they're wearing a uniform or not. It doesn't only go with the police department, it also goes in any organization. If you have one apple, rotten apple in any organization, whether there's NYPD, FBI, ATF, I mean, it's just gonna happen. It's, you know, it's not just NYPD. I mean, I'm a strong supporter of them, but I believe that, you know, it's true, one apple does spoil a bunch, but laws just got to get more stricter, and got to do more background checks on officers. Maybe a lot of them had a lot of bad childhood experiences, and this is probably their way getting back, or I don't know, but I know there's a lot of good officers out there that's putting their life on the line every single day for us, and we just all have to get along. That's all. Me, for example, I once didn't like the police officers. I mean, I was a convicted felon as a juvenile, and I have over 11 years in and out of the prison system, and I do not, to this day, I don't blame the cops. I blame myself. You understand? You do a crime, you do the time. There's no excuse, there's no explanation. They're doing their job, we have to do our job. And I'm out here today freezing, but just to let you know, I'm an ex-offender and I'm still supporting the police department. You guys should too. Thank you.
Well, then stand with us. Sure, sure. Come on over. Good, good.
Hey, you want to join us? All right, thank you very much. Come on in close. You get in front here. Right. The beautiful ladies right in front.
It's all right. We'll keep each other warm.
Stay warm and close.
All right, just give me a clock here because we want to start exactly at noon.
Tell by the sun, you're there.
Yeah, like it.
Here you go, one for you.
Let's go. 2 minutes to go.
How you doing?
Bro, how's that?
Okay, we're on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to the Support Your Local Police Rally and Press Conference here in the Bronx, New York.
Here we go.
Yay!
Hi, my name is Captain Joseph Concannon. We're here today because we support public safety and we support our police. We're here today to take a stand, to let the world know that the vast majority of New Yorkers, you, me, people from all walks of life, from all over the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Long Island, people who will be speaking here today who represent nearly every ethnic, religious, civic, and veterans group. We are here today to let the mayor of the city of New York, the city council, our state and federal officials in the world know that we New Yorkers support our police. We trust our police officers, and we thank our police officers for keeping us safe and secure. I ask you, who speaks for us? Who speaks for you? Who speaks for me? Who speaks for the vast majority of New Yorkers? People who live here, people who work here, study here, and raise our families here. Who speaks for the police officers and firefighters? Who speaks for the police officers and firefighters who put their lives on the line every day of the week to protect us? Does the mayor, does the city council, do some of our state and federal officials truly speak for us? We hear lots of dangerous rhetoric in this city, which can lead to division and violence, rather than respect and unity. Our voices must be heard. We're here today, united as New Yorkers, together as Americans and citizens of the world. Public safety is the cornerstone of our civilization. Law and order is the very fabric of society. Whether you live here in New York City or you live in Paris, France, the vivid images of this past week and weeks that have gone by show us the valor, the courage, and the bravery of law enforcement professionals from around the world. My voice and your voice will be our voices here in the city of New York, where we let all our elected officials know that we support our police. Next up is John Graney. Say a few words. John?
Thank you, Joe, for putting this together here in the Bronx as well as the other boroughs throughout New York, and continuing to do so with the emphasis leading to March 8th at the footsteps of City Hall. I want to let you know, Joe, that the Bronx team, I'm chairman of the Bronx Republican Party this year, we're behind the cops and the firemen 100%. We all have relatives, cousins, brothers, sisters, men and women in uniform services, the folks who are there for us every day. Some folks don't come out for a rally such as this because of the weather. But when you get on the phone to 9/11, weather is not an object. We support them 100% in what they do, and we'll continue to have our support. We will have their backs on the streets of New York City and throughout the U.S. and the world, as Joe was saying. I thank everybody who did take the time out to attend this and to spread the word. Don't forget March 8th, the steps of City Hall at 2 p.m. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Mike?
Hey,
Mike, how you doing? I'm Mike Rendino. I'm the vice chair of the Bronx Republican Party. I'm a former New York City firefighter. I want to say we're here to support and stand with the NYPD. They've gotten a bad rap in the press lately, and we want them to know we support them. Very proud of the efforts they did throughout the protest. Also, we want to bring up another subject here while we're here on 161. We want the immediate termination of anyone from the Bronx Defenders that were involved in the making of that video where they killed the police. We're here to say that. They have public funding. It is within our rights to demand that. That's why we're here. We want not only the person who was in the video terminated, but we want anyone who involved and allowed them to shoot in the office terminated as well, in a full investigation. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome, Mike. I appreciate that. And for the members of the media and for the appellate division, you've got your official complaint today and right here. My name is Joseph Concannon. I'm making a public complaint about the Bronx Defenders. Now, take that complaint, appellate division, and work it. You don't need it in writing. You've got the media here. They're covering it. Make a case of it and disbar those attorneys. All right? The other thing I'd like to say today is while we enjoy the respect and certainly the friendship with the Republican Party here in the Bronx County, public safety knows no Republican or Democrat. Public safety knows no one. When you pick up the phone and dial 911, they don't ask you your party affiliation. They say, where is your emergency? So this issue, supporting your police, cuts across all political divisions here in our city. And it's important that everyone here in the Bronx and every other county realizes that. And I want to thank everyone for coming out here today. Do we have anybody else who would like to say a word?
If that's the case, then why does it take the police so long to respond to civilian help?
Our press conference is going to go right after this, sir.
We came out here today to honor and respect and really say thank you with all New Yorkers to our NYPD for doing a wonderful job to keep us safe 24/7, 365 days a year. And we say this and we do this because of the #1 concern of all New Yorkers is public safety. That's why America shines. That's why New York City has shined over the past 20 years, because New York's finest is the finest in the nation, and they've kept our neighborhoods safe by proactive police measures that have protected all New Yorkers. We're here because we don't want to go back to the dark days of crime and chaos and over 2,000 murders. We want to keep New York the shining Big Apple that it is today, where all people can enjoy the neighborhoods and the parks and the streets and the Broadway theaters of New York all day, all night. Thanks again to our finest NYPD. Let's all say thank you to the NYPD. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think that does it for our speakers. We're going to conclude this part of our rally and start the press conference here in just a moment. All right. Thank you, everybody. If you want to stand by for the press conference, I invite you to do so. But they'll do me a favor, cut the mic.
Okay. Yeah. I support NYPD. NYPD have done a great job in keeping our streets, you know, crime free. What I don't support is the elements inside NYPD that supports racism, and they don't believe in equality when they come around black men. That's what I don't support. But is NYPD doing a good job as far as when New York is concerned? Yes. You understand? It's the elements, just like how there are bad and good elements out here in these streets, there are bad and good elements behind that brass. We just want them to acknowledge that. That's all. Acknowledge the fact that you do have to go through these situations. You understand? But NYPD is necessary and is needed. They have been here for the citizens for the past 100 years, and listen, they need to continue. And as a citizen, I support the NYPD. Like I told you, I don't support the negative elements that perpetuate situations that keep occurring, because I am a citizen, okay? And I am a black man. I don't support racism. That's the problem. I don't support individuals hiding behind a very elegant badge. I don't support people thinking that, okay, well, this is just our city. This city belongs to everybody, okay? So I do support the NYPD. What I don't support is the elements that's in between NYPD that's basically catapulting a racism situation and making African Americans feel like they have to fear the police, because we shouldn't have to fear the police. The police are here to take care of us, to make sure our safety is included, okay? I mean, don't get me wrong, have I had incidents with the police? Of course. Have I been profiled? Of course. But I don't think that's NYPD. I think that's the individuals that went under the radar and they didn't do a social background about who these individuals are. That's all it is. The organization itself, the police force itself, are here for the citizens. Okay? They're here to protect us. But the individuals that wrap themselves up and have these hidden agendas as far as racism is concerned, those are the ones that need to be eradicated. Those are the ones that need to be taken out. Those are the ones and the concerns that need to be looked at. No one's perfect. No NYPD officer is perfect, but no citizen is perfect either. So my name is Andrew Brown. I feel like we should come together and work together. And one more thing I would like to say, they shouldn't be that hard on the mayor, because at the end of the day, he's in a situation where he's also raising an African American son. So he had to say what he had to say, but that was not professional. It wasn't professional. What they need to do is do more background checks on the individuals they hire from certain areas of New York State. Because we can't deny that racism do exist. We can't deny that there are segregated communities, and when these guys take these jobs and they're up in the African American communities, they're scared and they don't know how to act when they confront these individuals. They need to do more background checks. Ask about these individuals' social life. You understand? We can't act on racism. Racism must stop. That's ignorance. I don't care if you're the president. I don't care who you think you are, how much money you got. This goes from the highest Republican to the lowest Democrat. If you're thinking with a racist mind and thinking that you're better than another person, then you're just as bad as anybody that perpetrated ignorance on these streets. I support NYPD. I don't support racism. And they need to investigate a lot of these situations. Like the streets is no different and it's no better. You understand? Yep. NYPD is necessary and it's needed. What's not necessary and what's not needed is racism and the negative elements that keep perpetuating these things. Because we are all human beings. That's all I'm saying. We are all human beings. It's not a political aspect, it's a human aspect of what we're living on. We're living in a society with a diverse culture. We have to understand, we have to accept it, we have to deal with the changes that's to come. But at the end of the day, racism shouldn't have to exist, and we shouldn't have to be confronted with situations where it seems as if it's more black people getting killed every day. Why? Because you're stereotyping us, we're aggressive, we're ignorant, we're this, we're that. No, that's not the truth. If you're gonna profile in one community, profile in every community. Whether it's black, white, Hispanic, every American, if you're gonna do that, and that's that. Point blank, it's an easy thing. They could do this, they could do press conferences, but let's address certain people that have racism allegations. If you have a racist bone in your body, you don't belong in NYPD. If you feel like a black man is a problem, you don't belong in NYPD.
And that culture's got to be, that culture
That's what it is.
Has to be dealt with. And
Point
that's
blank.
only from the administrative level,
All I say
up
is
top,
when people
and down.
need
Get them out of
somebody
there.
that's related.
They need to equate racism with mentality. That you're mentally ill. If you hold racist attitudes,
I'm looking at every individual here. I'm a conservative. I vote for Mitt Romney. I've been a Republican ever since I was little. But guess what? At the end of the day, what that makes me? What that makes me? I'm a black man. What that makes me? Somebody against a situation?
How could you be a Republican?
But we on camera, because if I have to explain this, that's not something that I'm dealing with. My political views is my political views. I'm a conservative, that's that. Not expecting you to accept that, because half of the conservatives don't. But anyway, I'm gonna be honest with you. NYPD is not the problem, it's the elements that's in the NYPD that they need to investigate. They need to do more background checks, understand that integration is necessary for them to make NYPD a productive organization. And that's it. Because without the police, it would be an anarchy out here in these streets. But then again, how much of us gonna die, or how much our lives matter? That's all we trying to say, and that's all I'm looking at. The police itself is very much helpful. Without them, there's no New York City. But where's racism gonna get us? That's all. I mean, when it look real odd, you have to take a look at it. That's all we're asking. We're not asking for anything else. We're not asking to ban the NYPD. We're not asking for NYPD to go here. No, we want them to just look at the minor elements in their organization that are causing these mishaps amongst the communities all throughout. You understand? Because there's no doubt in my mind, Bill Bratton is a good commissioner. Some of these guys might beg to differ, but to me, he's one of the best. And there's no doubt in my mind, he means well. But there are elements that's in the NYPD that feels as if perpetuating racism and profiling is a way of policing, and it's not. It perpetuates ignorance, and it causes conflict amongst races, and this is why we had lost 2 officers in Brooklyn, but we've been losing 100 black men. So now, where do we stand here? Do we still go to war, or do we try to do something? No, what are we gonna do? What exactly are we gonna do? We want them to open their eyes. They're holding press conferences. Do they wanna listen? Let's stop playing politics. To make all New Yorkers safer. When we say all New Yorkers, we're in the Bronx. This is blacks and Hispanics and whites. Every New Yorker matters. That's what we're not talking one particular New Yorker or particular sets of people. We're talking one New Yorker. That's why everybody, we all want, black, white, anything. And we just ask to eradicate the racism that exists behind the brass and acknowledge it exists and get rid of it. Because it's hurting the communities and it's hurting us. It's hurting the police. Who we need. And that's all I got to say, because, you know, I don't want to upset anybody.
Support the NYPD.
I mean,
They're not only the best in the country, they're the best in the world. They keep us safe.
I'm a black officer,
there's racism and problems in every aspect. In every aspect of humanity. But the NYPD, they really work hard to keep us safe. You know, the community does rally around them. I believe quietly. Because you can't say, oh, I believe in the NYPD. Because you have other elements, other, you know, individuals that come, oh, how could you do that? How could you believe that? So, you know, secretly they do. I believe that privately and secretly they do. You know, but the NYPD is the best in the world. Look how safe they've kept us. They've kept us safe since 9/11. They hustle, they bustle. What about those two policemen that were killed in Brooklyn? I mean, that was reverse racism. Okay.
But let's work on both sides,
you know,
of the fence,
and there are always problems. Some place like New York City, there will always be problems. Come on, you know, it's the population. Look at the population and look at the diversity. You know. But I believe in the NYPD no matter what. I believe in them and I trust them. I trust them. I'm not with an organization. I just happen to walk down to take the train. I don't live here. I just happened and I grabbed one of these. They gave me one of these. I had some chopped chicken liver and I said I'll be back, and I was back. Juanita Melendez. And I'm a proud New Yorker, and I'm proud of our police here in New York City, and I trust them. I trust them. You know, and all of this, you know, all of these, you know, situations against them. It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Have an understanding. Everybody.
How was you guys?
Oh, very good. Thank you very much. Well, let me just see what he has to say.
Oh, sure,
we can go from there.
I think the issue about discipline of NYPD officers is somewhat of a mystery to people who aren't within the department. Having served for over 20 years in the department, I can tell you that there is a very active disciplinary process within NYPD. It starts at the local command level, the borough level, and the citywide level. Not only that, but the city council also has oversight on the department as a whole for more systemic issues. And on top of that, we have the State Attorney General's office, and then we have the U.S. Attorney General's, U.S. Attorney's office, both in the Southern and Eastern District of New York City. Today, because of the action that the City Council took last year, we now have an independent monitor as well over NYPD. So what I would say is there's a failure to some people in the community to engage with the police department. And when I say that, what I'm talking about is every single month, except during the summertime, at each precinct, there's 76 of them in the city, there are precinct council meetings where the public can come in and they can actually sit down, discuss, and take some of these things that they think are widespread or even individual acts of wrongdoing. All right, and they can discuss this with local area commanders and supervisors. It happens on the third Thursday of every month. Generally speaking, it's 7:30 at night. So there's a lot of misunderstanding that's out there, and I really put that at the footsteps of our city council people, because our city council people have relished at the thought of creating misunderstanding and creating division in the community rather than trying to help members of the community understand ways in which they can participate with the police department. Now, there's something that I've been saying at every one of these rallies which I think is starting to take a foothold, and that's this whole notion about the police department and this us versus them attitude. All right? The police department is only as strong as the members of the community who participate in it. For those who are older, and some of the younger people don't know this, but the only way that this city solved the Son of Sam murders here in the city of New York is because the local members of the communities actually reached out and worked with the police department to supply the detectives the information that they needed. That didn't happen because some New York City detective or some New York City police officer happened to be, you know, the next Sherlock Holmes. All right, the police department depends. They depend an awful lot on engagement and involvement from the community. And the precinct community councils is just one way to do that. Another way to do that, of course, is to join the Law Enforcement Explorer program or get involved at the community affairs level in each command when they appear at probably about a dozen different meetings over each and every month at different events throughout the local area community. There are a lot of ways for the community to engage, and I think that's some of the misunderstanding that's out there. As a retired captain from NYPD, I've really opened myself up to the people of this city of New York. If anyone has a question, they can contact me at Joseph R. Concannon on Facebook, and I'd be more than happy to engage with them and tell them some of the things that I just told you. And there's a great many other things as well. You know, at every level of law enforcement here in the city and the state, there are numerous ways for the community to get engaged. And when they do, we find that the frustration level is a lot less. They can come over to my Facebook page. We've incorporated all this under Square Deal Committee, Inc., which is a 501c4, but that's in its infant stage right now, and we're just growing that up. So, you know, there's a website out there if people look for it, sq-deal.com. That's http://sq-squaredeal.com. If they go search that, they can find out some information there. But the site is young yet, so we're growing it out. That's what your city council people and their staffs are supposed to be doing. That's what the department, the city advocate, is supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be putting information in your hands, so that you're not taken to the streets in utter frustration at the end of the day, but so that you're funneling your energy and your activities to make change. All right?
Positive change.
Positive change. Listen, we've got a wonderful system. Everybody has to learn what it is and learn how it works. All right? And once you do, then you'll be absolutely flabbergasted how things can change.
Look, I'm not going to deny that there's probably ways that can change, that you can go by the system. But my issue is that there are select police officers that are abusing that system, and they're not held accountable for their actions.
Yeah, well, you see, there is a perception, and I do agree with you, there's a perception out there that the police department is not disciplining its own people. The police department is not reticent in putting their disciplinary information, if you would. You know, it's sort of like hanging your dirty clothing. They don't hang that out there for everybody to see all the time. But believe me, it does happen, and it's very harsh for those officers inside the department. However, I won't lie to you, and I won't say that you know, some people don't get caught. They don't get caught. It's just like people who do bad things, commit crimes. Not everybody gets caught. That's just a reality of life. Right. All right. You know,
my thing is, if you are a police officer and you've actually put the time and the effort into trying to support and help the community, like, you know, protect and serve, that's the whole thing about police officers, then you also need to make sure that your regimens for for actually hiring these police officers go beyond just a written test and a physical test. You actually have to make sure that
What's your first name?
Henry.
Henry.
You also have to
Joe. Henry, we're on the same page. You know what the problem is? When you start bringing in standards into the police department, you get different groups. And I won't say that they're every group, but you're going to get different groups that talk about standards. And once you start setting up standards in the police department, it's all about who you're keeping out, not who you're bringing in. And unfortunately, that's the way the standards are. There used to be a point in time where the police department had a height standard of 6 feet. All right? And when you had a 6-foot officer out there, most of them were built like me. They're pretty heavy set, and you know,
officer doesn't need to be heavy set. You're giving them like really stocky armor and stuff to deal with civilians.
I understand all that, but the issue is this: when you bring in standards, all right, there are people who can't make the job. Then they sue the city, and then the city has to turn around and loosen up the standards. Right. And this is something that's been going on for quite a while.
Okay. an issue of height is not what I'm talking about, though.
No,
like,
but
I get that's your example.
It's just an example that I'm using.
I get your example, but what I'm saying is what you need are people who are actually going to be like, oh, I'm taking this test. Okay, you look at these two situations. There's a picture of a white guy standing on a corner and he's drug dealing, and there's a picture of a black guy standing on a corner and he's drug dealing. Now, which of these two looks more like if you could assess from just quick glances who would be the perpetrator? You could be like, oh, well, I think it's the black guy, and the person giving the test would be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Also, you fail, get out, because it's not about whether or not you're a certain height or a certain build.
Henry,
if you're willing to protect and serve the people, then you protect and serve the people. And if you break the rules, you're not above the law. You are a law enforcer. That's your job. So if you break the rules, if anything, the penalties for you breaking the rules should be harder. And I'm not trying to bring up like Ferguson or anything, but let's use Ferguson as an example. At the very least, that man should have been suspended or something. There should have been some sort of...
Actually, I would disagree with you on that.
You enforce with force. Guards, all of us would take that test.
What is the difference?
We enforce with force.
Let me tell you what the difference. You asked the question. Let me tell you what the difference is. All right? A police officer is out there to protect and serve. All right? And when people question his authority, now you have to understand Michael Brown had just committed a robbery, all right, and that the officer, forgetting his name right now, that he was pursuing
Darrell Wilson,
thank you, was pursuing him, all right, and then Michael Brown came in the car and tried to physically disarm him, all right. You don't do that. You don't have a vote in any of this. You don't get to personally assault a police officer and then expect to just get away with it. And if you're going for his firearm, that goes to his life. All right. And our police officers, we don't hand over our firearms and say, oh well, you know, yeah, here, maybe your point of view is right. Take my firearm.
No.
All right. That's not the way it works. Darrell Wilson was fighting for his life. All right. And unfortunately, that meant that the other person on the other side of that issue, Michael Brown, all right, he had a choice to make. Okay. Michael Brown had a choice.
Okay.
He did. He had a choice. Okay. Number one, he didn't have to rob that store. Number two, he didn't have to fight with that police officer. Not the first time and not the second time.
Yes.
All right? But he chose to do that.
And your officer also had a choice. Your officer had a choice either to grab the firearm.
He did not have a choice at that point in time.
What are you talking about? Everybody has a choice.
He had his hand on the muzzle of the gun.
Yeah, and you take him down. You're a police officer. You have training for this type of thing. And not only that, but you can also have a body cam on your officers.
Here's your issue. All right, you don't have enough information. You know what you need to do? This is what you need to do, and I'm going to tell you. You need to. Do you live in the 4-4 command?
I live right around the block. I'm like down.
Okay, so this is the 44th precinct right here.
Okay.
You need to go in and talk to the detective who is in charge of community affairs at the 4-4. You need to go down and sit with her, all right, and ask her if you can get a seat and go through the Citizens Academy at NYPD. That is exactly what you need to do, because they're going to put you through a number of different scenarios at the academy, and then you're going to learn from the professionals. You're going to learn from the professionals at the police academy, all right, exactly what happens and what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. And because your expectation is right now it's out of whack. You don't have the right expectation. Your expectations are wrong, all right? And I can't explain all that to you because I'm freezing, number one, and number two, I haven't got the time.
I got no gloves.
Yeah, well, I hear you. I'm sweating. All right.
I got no scarf.
Well, I've been standing out here for 2.5 hours. All right. But listen, Henry, I wish you the best. All right. But promise me one thing. You'll go down to your area command and you'll talk to your community affairs officer and you'll try and get into the next academy class for the Citizens Academy.
All right. Well, you promised me one thing.
If I can, I will.
If we can get a body cam on every police officer, so that way situations like this can actually be seen and recorded for like the prosperity of other people and for future law enforcement, and for future knowledge, if that'd be just a step in the right direction.
I think the body cams are going to turn out to be something that that elements of New York society are going to wish they hadn't brought them in.
Just finished taking my daughter home.
I think they're only going to make the case.
Randomly.
All right, because I'm going to tell you, everything that you're worried about, cops out of order, cops misbehaving, cops acting poorly, and all these other things, when those body cams come on, these guys are going to straighten up like a deer in headlights. And then they're going to use those body cams to capture everything that goes on.
Yes.
And you're going to see the full tape on that camera, and it's going to be very, very difficult to refute it. I got to go.
All right, let me see you. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. My sticker, and I got. 1 second. I got the tea. All this. This is the Tea Party flag, and I think this is the original 13th Colony flag. I think. Yeah, I think that's why. Yeah. This one is the Republican National Committee here. This is the Republican. My name is Ariel Cohen. I'm not officially affiliated with any organizations at all. I'm a member of a bunch of organizations, the Republican Jewish Coalition, the Manhattan Republican Club, the Zionist Organization of America, what else? I'm definitely very pro-police. I have a few friends in the police force. One of them is a sergeant. He's about to become a lieutenant. With the exception of a few bad apples, like the story you might have heard about this morning on 1010 Minutes News Time about the officer who got arrested for beating a perp, I believe, who was arrested for marijuana possession and was already in handcuffs, but these are the very rare exceptions. Is that the videos that you see of like so-called police brutality on the media, TV, and all that, is not the full video. You know, when people take videos on their cell phone, they can take certain clips and they can show certain clips and they can release certain clips. The fact is that the counter-protests have gone way off target. They have actually called for the death of police officers.
I can walk with you and go again too.
It's all been caught on videotape that they've been called for death of white police officers, death of police officers in general. They are like bringing up slavery and white supremacy, which has nothing to do, which like most of us are vehemently against and would have never supported, and also Mayor de Blasio. We are still calling upon Mayor de Blasio to apologize for his not supporting police officers at all, always being on Al Sharpton's side 100% of the time, and completely being against police officers in many situations when he should have either been for them or neutral, or at least say, well, let the investigation, go forth.
If you're gonna be honest, then be honest. Don't try to like hide behind platitudes or just buzz phrases that'll just shut most people up. No, that's not what this is about. It's about, I'm uninformed. Yes, that's my argument. I'm uninformed. That's your fault. Like, you can't complain that the public's uninformed and then come up with nothing. You pump more of these stop and frisk, see something, say something type of campaigns, and those get more publicity. People know about that stuff. The reason why we don't report or say, do the see something, say something ad is because well, we're afraid of the police. And for good reason, because when a police officer is in the wrong, and they know they're in the wrong, and most people who are associated, oh God, snow, most people who are associated with the NYPD or just any police station in general gets in trouble, they don't really get in trouble as far as the public knows. You're talking about a person who could end up in jail or like dead, and all a cop gets is like a slap on, in comparison. I'm not saying that's all they get, but it's like in comparison they get a slap on the wrist and like no, don't do that. It's like ridiculous. So I don't know. My main thing is like I have a problem with police favoritism. It seems like all the powers that be treat the police like they're a little boys club, or you know, like the scouts, and like, oh, we stand by our own. All right, that's great. And you just now undermined every cop who actually shines his badge and means something behind it by doing that, because this one jerk decided to step out of the boundaries and rules of what he was supposed to be doing, and he got away with it. And he got away with it in front of people unabashedly and like without any smoke and mirrors. This is what people see, and this is what people use against the police. And if the police's defense is, well, we're coming up with solutions, but we can't just enforce them, and then they turn right around and be like, oh yeah, we invented this new thing. It's gonna make your life more difficult. Sorry about that. It's like, oh, you hypocrite. So I can't trust anything you say or anything you can do. And when I do need you, what's the average response time of a police officer? 3 minutes to a certain situation if you're in a good neighborhood. And then like they'll take like the last year, me and my friend were with another friend of ours, ordered a pizza, and the guy behind the counter took my friend's money, did not give him his pizza. So we got upset and we were like, well, you just stole from this man. What the hell? We called the cops. Now, granted, it was Halloween, so we knew that they were gonna take a while to show up. But it's Halloween on 42nd Street. Sorry.
Another one we had to go.
45th Street, 42nd Street, somewhere around that area. We were in Times Square. And the cops never showed up. We waited like 15 minutes, then we waited 30 minutes, then we tried to flag down a ground officer, but there were no ground officers available. It was just traffic cops. So eventually we just gave up and left, and my friend never got his money back. So if you can't even be called upon to do like small things, because there's cops all over the place. It's Halloween. You can't tell me that every single cop is down at the Halloween parade on 14th Street taking care of that shit. That's poor management. and I just don't know. Again, I don't have all the solutions, but I do know this. Favoritism needs to stop. Police actually need to be held accountable for their actions. And most importantly, we need to stop giving them actual means to like kill someone. We need to have a more civil way of taking somebody down, because cops are covered in Kevlar most of the time. And if a kid has a gun and they don't know how to shoot it, they'll probably aim for like the arm. Oh, hey, what's up? They'll probably aim for like the arm or the chest, and that'll mean that, like, you know, the cop could either survive that bullet or take that shot, because that's what their job is. Their job is to like put themselves on the front lines to make sure that there is order and, like, you know, structure in our society. So I'm bringing up a lot of problems, but I feel like one of the good solutions that we could have are those body cams, because I noticed that the governor kind of straightened up and kind of like, whoa, like he tried to hush me about the body camera, and I really don't see a bad argument for that, because the only thing he told me, if you noticed, was if we give them the body cams, they'll straighten up and they will record everything. And I'm like, yes, that's the point. It is a body cam, which means you have evidence of your officers doing something, and if they write in a report something that is not true, you can call them out on it. 3 rules that could probably make the body cams work just by saying them. Whenever an officer has a body cam on their person, it must be on every time they are outside of the precinct, because everything in the precinct is recorded, and you know, we can have track on the officer as soon as the body cam shuts off. If your body cam shuts off for any reason longer than, let's say 15-30 seconds, or it will flash a light or something, and you will have to immediately stop whatever it is you're doing or whatever, or keep the body cam on. If it ever goes off, you will be penalized for it, because now we have no track or record of what you were doing. If you, an officer cannot be alone, maybe, I don't know. An officer can't be alone for much longer than like 5 or 10 minutes. And every time you return to the station when the body cam runs out of camera, because this thing is probably bulletproof too. I can't imagine you would put something that like fragile onto a police officer and not expect it to encounter some damage. So I'm thinking that that body cam has some protection too. Make sure that the body cam can like actually function, and then when it needs to be recharged, that is the end of that officer's shift, and maybe they can go on lunch break. And then when they come back, they have a fully charged body cam, they go back out, they do what the hell they're supposed to be doing. Because we can't have cameras on every single police station and every single street corner. That's intrusive to not only the public, but the police officers too. But I'm saying, if you're on duty and your job is to protect and serve, and you want to cut down on crooked cops, you want to find them, you have a solution right freaking there. You have a solution right there. Yeah. And you're just throwing it out because you're like, well, the officer completely controlled. Yes, and you are above your officers. You hire them to protect and serve, not to harass and bother people. But yeah, those are my main issues with the NYPD and just police in general. And that was the thing that kind of made me upset about the whole Ferguson case. The whole Ferguson case, you could talk about racism, it could be about racism, yeah. Maybe that was the underlying reason why the man got shot. But at the end of the day, your officer has taken a life. You're right, murder's a strong word, it's a touchy word. I maybe shouldn't have used it. No, but I like using strong words because they kind of put the image in your head of like, this is still something that needs to be addressed. He was killed. He had no sort of punishment for that. Also, you have a bunch of officers and civilians who are complaining, like, who are reporting that, oh, he didn't grab him. Oh, he shot him from the back. Oh, he shot him from the front. Oh, I just made up the story because I wanted to be on TV. So you can't even trust the police reports or the civilian reports, but you do know this because you had a friggin' autopsy that the kid was shot by this man. His blood is on this officer and he is dead. Shot dead. So I don't care if it wasn't technically a murder. You've taken a civilian life, which goes against the entire mission statement of the police force. And this is why people don't trust police. We don't trust police not because we're solely like, oh man, F the police, that's what we do. We gotta stick together and no snitching. No, we're afraid. We're afraid of these guys. And for good reason. They're decked out in armor and they just abuse their power all the time. And it may not be every cop, because I gotta speak in platitudes, but there's still enough that we're just really wary of police officers, and we don't like confronting police officers unless we're absolutely certain that we are in the right. And even then, we're kind of like, I don't really want to talk to the police. And you're complaining about, oh, well, there's no civilian input. No, there's no civilian input because you're not giving us the information that we need. 2, the reason why we don't have the information that we need is because you're too focused on doing campaigns and platitudes and running things that have nothing to do with the information that could actually help us change and better the police force. And 3, when you let these types of people get away with a killing, brutal beating, like just overall breaking the rules of what it means to be a police officer, then you kind of disvalue the trust of the people. And not only that, you slander the name of the good cops that are actually doing their jobs. And that's the real injustice. Who are you helping by just helping this jerk, like, get along in life? He broke a rule. If you honor these people and you help them slide, then that doesn't embetter anybody. That just kind of devalues everyone. You're not helping anybody by letting this dude slide. You're devaluing the good cops, and then now nobody wants to be a cop. I had a friend, if I plagiarize on my test in college, my punishment is that I am suspended. I have broken a rule, therefore I am punished. It's a consequence. Cops have no consequences anymore. At least it doesn't seem like it. And the few that you're bringing up about, oh, well, they get knocked down a peg or there's some sort of this, that, and the other, great. But the public doesn't see that, and the public doesn't know that. And when you tell the public that, they're just like, well, that doesn't mean anything. What the heck? He still killed somebody. Like, doesn't he have to go to jail for like a predetermined amount of time or something like that? Doesn't he get the same treatment that we do because he's not above the law? Because that's what cops are supposed to do? No, there's none of that. So, I don't know, man. It's like a catch. It's a really touchy subject, but I'm serious. If you had, because it's the best solution I can think of without actually harming anybody. We need to have cops without like these sort of lethal force. They need to stop having the option to be using lethal force because you are a police officer. If you feel the need to use lethal force, then fine. You can use lethal force within a certain parameter, but it shouldn't be your go-to solution to fixing a problem you have no idea how to overcome. And maybe that's a dumb way to think about it, and maybe that's not a smart way to think about it, but at least it'd be a step in the right direction towards people being treated equally and for bettering the change towards this whole cop-civilian relationship. And maybe we could lower the crime rate a bit more. I don't know. I don't have all the answers.
They shouldn't police stereotypical issues as far as black people are more ignorant or prone to violence.
Look,
they shouldn't police like that.
I got you, but it's not just about racism, man. It's also about like, it's just favoritism. Like if a white guy gets like gunned down and he caused a crime and he's in a low-end neighborhood, he still gets the same treatment as a black guy who gets shot and run down in the same neighborhood. Black people get it worse, maybe, but it's all about cop favoritism. Because ultimately, if you're a police officer and you're like, well, I was in my right, this man was obviously in the wrong, I did what I was supposed to do, then the police are gonna be like, well, he's an officer and he was by the book, so therefore this guy gets a slap on the wrist, he goes.
You gotta understand, NYPD is an organization, one of many organizations that's grounded by rules that was set from founding fathers that basically capitalized and brought this country together. It's certain stigmatisms and stereotypes that came with the Constitution. If they can fix above situations, then the organizations can be enhanced and overhauled. So therefore they have a more different in point of views when they come around certain communities and certain societies. He's right. Perhaps it's not about racism. It's about a few ignorant individuals that need to be eradicated out of the situation so policing could be better and it could be equality. Establish unity amongst the citizens and not put fear in the citizens, because
you know what else you could use? You could. I was trying to say that at the press conference before the guy kept cutting me off. He seemed to like wanted to. Oh, I got someplace to go, even though I'm gonna talk to the public. You need to have these cops actually under strict regimen when they're applying to be cops, because I could have a friend whose dad is like trigger happy and he was a pimp, and he was like, you know what, it would be a good investment for me to actually become a police officer, and he could become a police officer. Why? I passed the test, I passed the written test, and I passed the physical test. No, you need more than that. You need also, hey, skeevy neighborhood, there's a black guy on the corner, there's a white guy on the corner, which of them looks like they're causing a crime? And if the guy is like, well, obviously it's the black guy because the black guy is, you know, wearing a tank top, he's got roofies in his hand, and he's like committing a crime, your test proctor should be like, oh, okay, well, interesting. Also, get the fuck out. Leave. That's not the point. They're both committing a crime. They're both criminals. They get the same treatment. Oh, there's a police officer abusing his power. You are a police officer. What do? Do you question him?
It's all about fairness and equality.
It's about just doing your goddamn job.
The situation, like he said, a lot of these backgrounds need to be thoroughly investigated, but at least someone understands a lot what goes on in these streets when they come around certain officers and certain individuals in these communities.
I'm just talking about police in general.
A lot of officers I came into contact with, they don't have an experience in dealing with the black community, because wherever they grew up at, it was very seldom necessary that they dealt with black people in their social life. So it need to be a lot of background social check. A lot of people, if you're being an officer, one thing should be asked, be looked into your background as far as how do you relate to the public on a whole, and not just who you are in your community as far as if you're white or if you're Spanish or if you're black. You're supposed to know how to deal with all races of people and not stereotype just a situation. There's numbers it's looking crazy. I could go back to Emmett Till. I mean, it's certain things that just don't look right when it come around police strategies and the way how they go about certain things. Do a lot of us on the streets perpetuate these situations? Yes, of course. And that situation that cannot be isolated, they need to be looked at. But the overall situation, if you have authority figures, they need to be overhauled.
Your authority figure needs to do their job.
Look, what he says, because I'm in agreement. But you know,
and
I hope that we can move on and make some type of progress in this situation. Because honestly, this is where I feel it's not going to get any better until we come to a mutual understanding and do our homework properly. Because where we going with these situations,
look,
as
you
a
can
black
have
man,
all the information in the world and that still won't change anything.
Right. As a black man, how I feel individually, if these things continue to happen and I'm starting feeling like I'm targeted, then I have no choice but to stand up and start fighting and doing certain things. And now I'm an anarchist. And it shouldn't be like that, because I feel like I'm a citizen just like every other citizen, white, black, any color. Color shouldn't matter when it comes to these situations.
You're right, it shouldn't.
Appropriate, doing your job and making sure that you uplift a clean community and fighting crime, that's supposed to be the objective. And that's all it should be.
The content of your character, it should be the most important thing. And he's right. But if we're talking about like the overall issue with the NYPD as a whole, racism's a big issue. But it's not the main one. The main one that we need to focus on is just because there's white cops, there's black cops, there's Spanish cops, there's all these cops of different races. I could call a Spanish cop and they'd be like, man, I know what you were doing, blah, 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 blah. I assume you did this, that, the third, because I know these types of people and I know how this situation will play out. That's not important. What's important is you are a police officer. If a civilian calls you to settle a dispute, you need to assess the situation outside of race and outside of class. You need to assess the situation based on what the information is given to you. So racism is like a hinge on a huge problem that like is a big issue, but it's not really the main focus. The main focus is that we need to fix the...
I'm in agreement.
That's
totally where we at. It's an erosion and it's making us look ugly. It makes us as a city look not unified, and we look ugly. It looks horrible in the streets. It puts fear in individuals like me. You know, to
see why it's taking so long, right?
To utilize the cops.